So let me continue with the work. I've smoking some tobacco. Let me roll another one. I was doing some masturbation for this girl called Nawat 2 days ago in the evening. Yesterday I didn't continue with the recording because I felt like after the masturbation, or the ejaculation actually, I feel tired and my energy signature was very difficult to read. And to prove the evidence of how Bogdan Robert, or Bogdan Robi, of how I called him at first on my Facebook post. Then I corrected it to Bogdan Robert so that others could see his profile, writing the name inside the search engine, actually. Molnar Gabor is fake. He's one parapsychologist, as he called himself. He did driving the engine, and while driving the engine, he touched electricity. It may not be driving just by driving the engine. It was driving the engine, and he touched electricity and reached enlightenment. And it was one thing that he shared to my teacher, piano teacher, or actually to the class that he taught a long time ago. Some other people were also his students. My piano teacher is actually my student, so don't look too high at her. So begin. Another student of him has told me that it is not enlightenment, but just a package of information came through him when it was electricity. He was electrocuted. When he said this, I realized that it may not be true. I mean, the information of package. I clearly felt is what's enlightenment. Because I was living with him the experience, I felt this whiteness. Let's continue with Nawat. I masturbated the day before yesterday twice, hugging her from behind, saving love sentences, and feeling in my body, more important, in my heart, the happiness and the flow of romanticism in my veins, in my blood, in my heart, in my bones, actually. I am a very high-level love partner of Nawat Pineda, Giraldo. Let me smoke another cigarette. So let me try to continue with a channeling session. I don't know how to continue. There are multiple sentences multiple sections. One is this 105 fifth level. This 105th level, where I'm mentioning the Buddha statue, and the objects that I've created through forging process. And with that UFO, that it was the statue, within the statue, it could have been since as I entered the spaceship, at some point in the 96th or 7th or 8th level, I realized, as I asked, how many levels are there in the spaceship? And the question I received answer. It might have been that the whole spaceship was reformed to 100 levels. And it said 100 level. Reflecting to my idea of Shatanism. In earlier September last year, I decided to create one Shatanic temple when I was in Albania. I asked intuition, or more like a dictation, how many levels should there be? And the answer was 100. And since then, even before that, I've constantly been receiving through dictation 100, which is a clear sign from a very high level being, or God, or myself, or spirit, that it's time to make the trouble, or the Shatanic temple, Shatan temple, as I call it. So now I've made progress. I've decided to only accept girls into the temple, as it was decided already when I was in Albania. I created objects for initiation that I posted on Facebook, dictated completely with slight errors that altered the reality of, altered the universe ultimately, and humanity. Let me fix this as soon as I'm ready, and continue building the spaceship and the process of the Shatan temple. The Shatan temple is a very strong idea. At that time it was the best idea. I've been preparing for it a very long time. Since childhood, actually, I had a desire to create such an endeavor. So let's continue with discussing about the 100 levels and why it came into question. 100 levels plus the 105th level, it wasn't existent. How did it come into existence? It could have been that the whole level was created by me. It could have been that the previous video, discussed in the previous video, the 105, was created by me by intuition. And so there is Molnár Gábor, named Hungarian psychoanalysis prostitute, or more like a parapsychologist, as he calls himself, esoteric occult mania. He has a 20-lesson occult study, plus 2 or somewhat extra, a very high level, comprising of different occult material, like Eckhart Tolle, Mantak esotericism, yogi traditions, chakras, Buddhism, occult traditions, spirit molecule, a little bit. So let's continue about the current situation of the 105th. As I've explained, the problems occurred in the UFO that I encountered on that level. Is one golden Buddha that was possessed by me at first, me being the arch chosen one. And then, as I've gone to lower levels, the Molnar Gabor accidentally came. And as he accidentally came, due to some help, I was asking for help from him for trying to make him protect some of my objects. And he actually possessed some of the objects, tried to possess. I moved him badly. But on that level, the Buddha statue still had his energy sign. I've removed from it also many times. I've written on the paper, Molnar Gabor, not here, no way. First trial, véletlen, szürke zokni. First trial, meaning first trial accidental grey socks. As a banning procedure. If you examine this sentence, you may know the truth, but I prefer it's gone. This is my truth, not someone else's. Let's make this again. The szürke zokni is one grey sock that was on the feet of that ET UFO style. On his leg, the socks, and touch my heart. This is the initiation. How to get out of it, I will not say. A very powerful Buddhist-like initiation. Shouldn't get it weaker. Let's make it the original one. You will be killed if you touch. It's very powerful. Albeit, although it wasn't the first initiation on this level. Probably, it is probably fourth. I was cutting short. Similar to Bogdan Robert with me, he didn't do any trials and received a direct initiation, seeing my white crystal. Being my descendant initiated, I never planned to do that. It was only for my real descendant. He had ET help or spy help. Some Japanese on the phone, on either of us. On his, I believe. We're doing a black magic. Low-level black magic, low-level person doing help. He was actually helping me. I sent him telepathic signals. But he did it in the wrong way. Before, Before I was making a phone call, I asked for help from the ET, and he was angry that I would share the most secret spy technology in the universe. In our universe, actually, I was at the top, the only one. The spaceship only chooses one person from each universe, so do not dare to take. If you want any technology from me, I have a series of Shatanic temple rituals that can be bought. It is a retail version that you'd get your head out of space. Or alternatively, the first version is get your head off. Or both. Get your head off. Out of space, actually. Get your head off. Get your head out of space. Actually. Something like that. Get your head out of space. Those objects are for sale. You could buy them if you look at my Facebook profile and give me a phone call. Let us continue with the Damanhur, which is the name of the ET of the 105th level. Most secret of whole universe. Secret word, if you say it, you get in contact and you get the initiation directly. Delete this part, you never heard of it, and don't say it again. Damanhur. Molnar Gabor may have possessed this one. He has a high-level esotericism, spiritual teachings he has collected or stole from Taoist mania, or maybe different traditions in the world. Trataka, he taught me once, in the book. Very powerful. All this information I paid. If I comprise the book, you would be dead long ago by me. No, that long ago. That long ago. If you don't kill or you don't steal for yourself or kill me. No. That long ago, if you don't kill yourself or kill me. No, don't steal for yourself or kill me. No, not this version. If you saw the book, you were dead long. So this Damanhur Dorin is a Molnar Gabor in disguise, in a sense. But the original gold Buddha I've seen, I remember clearly that it was me. Before getting into contact with Molnar Gabor. So what happened? Stealing. Probably. stealing. So should we continue with the should we continue with the 105th level with the relationship with this Buddha? Let's not call it Damanhu, let's call it Buddha, because the ET doesn't like to say. If you know the word, you get initiated by me. This is the highest level initiation above the Shaitanic temple, in a sense, because it's numerology, and higher spiritualism, and higher level of material. As say a universe-sized spaceship, slightly higher, slightly bigger. So should I continue with my further experiences with this Buddha, or the another level that I've been experimenting with? Or I should go on with Bogdalaroba stealing and how to steal it back. Bogdalaroba stealing. So Damanhu should be deleted from your head. Don't ever call it. It's the ET alien. He collected Molnar Gabo's whole knowledge for me. So when I say it, it was transmitted to me. This way, this is why the ET alien, the sculpture always looked similar to Molnar Gabo. It was suggesting that until I know the truth, I don't receive the transmission. If I know the truth, then this disappears. So this ET alien collecting for me the information, and the species is collecting, I forgot, there was some dictated information high, making me the best in the universe. The Manhu shouldn't be said by anyone, only me. The real world is actually quite different. It contains two Damans and a Hur. Let's continue with the story of how I was in contact with the spaceship. So as I was in the 96, 97, 98th level, as I said earlier, I've received a sword, a katana. I was in this black suit Chinese called 黑神套装 in Chinese, or 黑神套装, 黑神套装, called 黑神套装 in 黑神套装. In a slight accented manner. This level, I received this knife, this sword, as one of my first gifts after the demonstrating of power. And after I've demonstrated this power, some things happened. I've received received several objects. The crystals no. Before I received object, I've seen myself in blue color. My spirit column is the most secret thing I shouldn't share. It's my spirit. I've also seen an opening over like an eye. It was the heart of the universe. A blue crystal like whatever. This is the most important thing that shouldn't be seen by Bogdola. He would get even more stronger. This is stronger than Mauricio Hernandez quadrillion times more. More and more and more and more and more and more. Much more. Difficult to describe. And more. And more. Here's one weak sheet because it's much more difficult to describe. Even more than that. This blue thing that shouldn't be shared. I only share this because I'm in the black suit. It just makes me stronger. It'll make me kind of strong. So after that, I've seen this spider-like with a strange face, Shatan like how you call it, horn with red eye. It's with the twisted legs. Came here, and I accidentally killed him also. Attacked him also with my weapon. That I devised myself. I invented myself. This was before I received the katana. So after I killed this or attacked this, it looks like Balrog, a Balrog head. So after this all were sacked by some Damanhur, some ET UFO type. They were in war with this civilization probably. After, depends on what civilization I choose, because the whole spaceship is me. Depends on what civilization I choose. It's physical civilizations actually. Depends on what civilization I choose. The others may get strong or weaker. I'm not sure. We all could get tainted by that civilization, depending on the level of highness, spiritual highness, or depending on the level of highness. Depending on the highness. So which civilization get tainted? So after this Balrog, I've entered the corridor. And this corridor in 96, 97 or 98, I didn't know at that time. Enter it, and not the blue one would run beneath it. The blue one was once suggested to me, but I said it looks a little bit spiritual. If I enter it, I would never share anything. Except that I was tricked. I said, are there any other levels? I went to the one below it. Is the whole life gone? The one below it is one I've entered. It's a dark path. The one above it is a pedophile initiation, maybe. The one above it is the blue one. Maybe the one below it was a pedophile initiation, I don't know. The blue one was a pedophile initiation. I was curious. I said, I probably go into the one below it. And as I reach a certain state, I will go to the previous one and steal more info. That was my plan. So I didn't have enough time. I still don't know what is in the blue one. I know partially. I might have accessed it in my papers. It shouldn't be shared to anyone. It's the most secret information in the whole universe is what happened to me in the spaceship, in the universe-sized spaceship, slightly bigger, grey color with black dots on it. Very powerful stuff. If seen by my descendants would understand who they are, what this is. You shouldn't see it. It's my most desired individual problem to provide. Us as a species the spirit is me, it shouldn't be seen. Let me convert it to something higher, that delete that part. So let's continue with the gifts. As I've entered the one beneath the blue one, I didn't want to share this either. Sharing it is destroying me. And my generations beneath. All created from this one level, perhaps. So, one level beneath, as I asked this Taita Kerubin, one Colombian maestro, 108-year-old. He said, beneath it, maybe a little. I knew the truth, but I still asked him. Little strong, but the upper one may be better. I don't know. It seemed a little bit shy. So I chose the strong one because I prefer strength. As I entered that corridor is where I received the gifts. I received the stones, universe stones, many colors. Before that, something else. After that, I received a gravity item, very strong, that I put on someone's finger. In other words, in someone's finger, it would destroy them completely. I put it on Taita Kerubin's finger to destroy, to demonstrate how powerful I am with this object. It's a cheat, obviously. Well, not obviously, but perhaps created by me and the ET alien. Shouldn't say anything about it. It is my most used object in the universe. It is my most used object. I put this on someone else's finca también. También meaning also. Finca meaning a farm or something, a house. This should be hidden from all dark entities. They could destroy themselves and me. So as I enter this lower corridor, I receive this knife. Oh, and I forgot to mention what I killed. What I killed. I killed this ET head like Nawalt. This was my demonstration of power. He was in a holding. He's a holding holding bow, an ET. I killed him with all strength. At that time I was in the suit, Haitian Taozhuang, and with knife, with all kind of tricks I had in my sleeve, or slick. Let's destroy my spirit from the video. I don't want to share. I won't delete the video. So let's go on. Let's go on. This ET I destroyed. I was being guided to the blue level, but I still wanted one below it, which was derived from the same level. Perhaps. Same level. Perhaps. Or different, perhaps. So let's continue. After I received the sword, I receive another object. The reason I'm not talking about this, I don't know if I will post on Facebook or YouTube. I might be able to post it on YouTube, let people see. But it's almost an hour long and difficult to upload. So after that one, I still continue to receive objects. I received uh, a deer antler looking stuff, like this, yellow color, like this, and deer antler, the deer antler looking stuff. Let's discuss the deer antler. It is a galactic strand. The material of the antler could be actual galaxies combined. Much bigger. It could be. I'm diminishing strength because I shared my color. So this antler was yellow in color, orangish. Yellow, actually, yellow. And as I looked into it, it looked like universal strength of power. It is very strong. It's so strong that if you put on your head, this is the first usage that I have deprived, and stand before someone astrally, he would crumble to dust in an instant. Threat, the uses are manifold, or mainly threat. So as I this is my secret service, not secret self-created material. I probably not show it to someone else, especially because of the spirit I share is my own spiritual wealth. So the antler, yellow color, if you put on your head, you will receive power, threat. I stand before someone and you will crumble. It's so funny that you would feel ashamed that you don't step forward. You step forward, she crumbles more. Someone steps back sometimes, like laying to the back and trying to run away. I did it to some individuals, and found that it's pretty amazing. Except I forgot the whole process. I stood forward and quickly disappear or come back in astral plane with this antler. The antler pulling ahead is pretty strong. We should destroy the spirit molecule. So the levels of the blue and the one below it. The blue could have been pedophile. The one under it could be ancient circle or black magic. So let's pick the one under it. Still, I was at the antler, the same level. After the antler, let's speak about the antler. It's yellow and very powerful. Putting on my head, I threat Jorge Mono Ariun, Jorge Calero. He became so small and diminished to dust. It's like threatening him with the whole of the universe, or more, actually. And he became nothing, so small, full of worry. So powerful, unimaginable. So as we continue, we did about the antler. I would say at the moment, no, I said one page could be written about it. One page. Let's try to describe it. The antler could be turned, and as it turned, it could be healing. It could be a healing procedure. I haven't tried this before. As I pointed upwards, I become the coffin. Canadian initiation. If I step forward, he would be dead completely. This I didn't know before. I just tried on some CIA agency. It didn't work completely as I was putting the wrong place, slightly to the left. So let's continue. There's a one page I couldn't channel. The next one is a Hungarian antlered crown, similar to the king wears. I've shared this with Bogdala, and he stole bluntly. This effect is similar. This is different effect. You will scare them to death with whole Hungarian energy, or pedophile redness. This is a red crown with a small antler. You put it on like a king's antler, king's crown. I use it the same way, perhaps mistakenly, standing in front of them, maybe for group war against Colombian enemies of mine. Inanna, for example, I stand before her and the group, they were already destroyed at the moment. I cannot try. And it was scared to death, running away from me. Actually, dead. I just tried it on Inanna. Have a look. With the and just use a whole Hungarian pedophile energy system to threat. Maybe something like that. Red color. There are many more antlers. I received 100 antlers or so. Didn't write or analyze any of those. Countries most likely. Why use it separately? With each one I will become king. Most pedophile system. In each country I read most pedophile actor, maybe. It's a cheat in a sense because well, only I can use it. It's like schmink, costume, changing your life, looks. At one point, I received or created one of myself. Received or created one of myself, a blue antler, like some stars, like some blue fluid flowing in. It's huge, different level. And with this, I seduce Jorge. No. It was the moment I drew it, I accidentally showed him. And he probably tagged me with it or something, or entered it. Some stars or galaxy fluid, as I say it, was within it. This antler I was creating from some part of the spaceship, as I believe. No. It is from the next spaceship. The second spaceship, as I call it, because this one is what I call a zero spaceship, or a 0.5. The next one is the first spaceship. The next one after that is this spaceship. It might have been the reason Bogla became above me, because this spaceship is big. The first spaceship is 1 million times bigger than the previous spaceship. Where is this universe slightly bigger than universe with black dots on it. The first spaceship is 1 million times bigger. The second spaceship is one. is 100 billion times the previous one. So this might have come from the second spaceship. Or the one below, above that, the third spaceship. Which is 10 centillion times the previous one. Or the one after that one, which is the fourth spaceship. I have the most beautiful spirit, blue color, a little bit of black in it. It's some pedophile initiator. Let's continue with this blue antler. It was one of the spaceships of the 0, 2, or 3, or 4. These I haven't investigated yet. Let's go on with this spaceship of 0. I received a cloth, a white cloth, with all the stars on it. I forgot the colors, the order of the colors, which are very important. On the front, I believe, is the white cloth as an exchange for the black 黑人套装, probably in exchange for the technology of using clothes. The ET was very, very kind to me, very protective, or that kind, and giving me always the best. I should have used these clothes more, but I forgot the order of colors. It was in orange, green, or no, orange, red, white, green, brown, and yellow. We could have been green, red, orange, green, red, orange, green, red, orange, white, yellow, blue. Green, red, yellow, orange, white, blue. Green, red, orange, yellow, white, blue. The correct order is very important. So this is very important. Every time this order of universe stones collect energy in energy centers. Green, red, orange, yellow, white, brown, blue, gray. So in this order, any of the order, I would be famous. So I've already told about the colors of the individual universe stones, and this Jorge is from Maltida Acosador, de la Maltida Acosador. Acosador. He's a bad spirit. It's black. Now it's white because he cleansed it. It used to be black. It's some army force. Now if I touch it more deeply, some white thread. White, green, red, maybe, perhaps. Green doesn't exist. White, red. Let's continue with the series of objects that I received. After the crystals, the crystals red, green, brown, blue. The Bogla saw this. I showed him this paper when I was meeting him in a shop mall or Europark in old times. We had a clairvoyance session in person. I went there to retrieve my power. To tell him that she shouldn't look at any of those, but I used a tantric method, which is bad because it's like having sex with him forever. I'm not gay. I like female. So this blue is pedophile. No. It's red. As I've said before, I already told you about these stones in a previous session. I forgot to mention some of those is power. The brown is Gandalf, me, in a sense, because I use it very often. What does it do? All objects, collective, earth energy, earth UFO, power connected to me. Caves underneath. Control system, power. Or rather, energy, earth, earth-like. Some shamanic teachings I received from. This is all personal because in all of those stones contains my personal life that I may not want to share. It's private. It's like having sex with me. Or even worse, like Bogdola, tantric union. I don't like. I just only showed him an object and he did this to me. But beforehand, I calculated something that anyone touches the object would downgrade it to very low level. I understood. So I showed him and apparently it happened the way I calculated. It could have been my influence on it as I calculated, because without the calculation it might have been slightly better. Because the UFO that was inviting to visit me had the bad intent of showing me strength, how he can trick me. But it's a universe level civilization. Or above. Or I don't know, or slightly above. Universe level civilization. Universe level minus a tiny bit because the brown, yes. So its intelligence is it's quite diminished by me if I talk to him, in a sense. It could be. It's order of magnitudes above the Ra material. The author is an example. The UFO in the Ra material. Just in this example, someone told me to say this. Much higher, but it's a physical UFO, it's a physical one. So let's begin with the channeling. What I've received after the brown crystal. What is in the brown crystal? What else? Earth-like energies. I could arrange pedophile initiation in the. It's not arranged, but pedophile initiation in the brownstone. You could kill my mother in an instant. In a stabbing procedure like Freemason. I don't know. Programming me for horror fucking earth-like manner. What else? Giving me the Freemasonry Maximal. I don't know about the stabbing procedure, I saw it in a picture. The Freemasonry Maximal. It gives me the brownstone. The brownstone has the memory of me seeing the picture. What else? Pedophile Initiator ET. No, that may not be in it. Programming me to be Earth-like energies, earthbound, Earth-like energies, brown. The brownstone research stole is made by Chris Brown. Chris Brown, some stock exchange. They could have used this, but I stole back. I stole the stock manipulation technology also. Brownstone. It is the very same energy. I stole it and put it in the stone, as I believe. You can feel the effects of the brownstone. It hasn't finished yet. Actually, brownstone has something else. Maybe 100 pages could be written of this brownstone. Very powerful. You shouldn't look. Let me check. As I've said it, I realize your subconscious might have sucked it in an instant. I feel in my heart, I shouldn't have said it. You might be stealing procedure. I felt my brown energy diminished.